Alright, what's up everybody? This is Justin the AzHuntman here. We got Rhett. Say hi, Rhett.
What's up?
It's 3:30 in the morning on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So what is that, Rhett? What's the date?
Black Friday.
What's the date?
The 26th.
26th of November 2021. So we got tags in our packs, ready to go. And we are headed down to our unit so we can hunt Coues Whitetail. So, pretty excited. We have two of us, 2 tags to fill. That's all it's going to be this weekend. This hunt goes onward the next weekend as well. So actually, we'll bring down Jackson at that point. I'll get another shot if I haven't shot one yet. So, pretty excited. A little tired this morning. Dragging a little bit. Trying to get down and be sitting before the sun comes up is the goal. So we'll see what happens. Alright, just a quick update. We are just leaving the truck. We got a little ways to go. It's probably almost maybe showing some signs of light, so we got about 30 minutes. We got to start booking it in there. What are you looking for?
Coues deer.
Yeah. Are we gonna find anything? Hopefully.
Yeah.
We've already seen 2 deer. I don't even know if they were bucks or does. We couldn't tell because it was too dark. But they went behind some trees and wait for them to come out. I'm trying to find some more. They were up right there. I saw them move across this open face up to the peak where there's a couple more trees. He's walking left. That's definitely not worth going after. It's not a buck. I don't think so. Right there somewhere. Quick update. Everything has slowed down this morning. We saw probably 4 deer so far. 2 before it was even light. I couldn't quite tell what they were. I just saw their bodies and I saw them running. And I've checked where they went. I think they crested over where I can't see. So I saw them for maybe 15 seconds. And then we watched another 2 deer and couldn't really tell if they were does or a little buck. So we decided not to worry about them, left them alone. And then we saw that hunter, those 2 hunters, walk right up to where those deer were. So ever since then, we haven't seen much. It's a little chilly. I need to zip up my jacket. But we're excited. We're out here having fun. Classic. This is my setup. I got my Swarovski SLC 15s right here, my tripod. And then I have my spotting scope for the phone scope footage. So what I like to do, just a quick tip for hunting goose deer. Like Jay Scott has put on his Instagram a couple of really cool tips. I have known some of those things, but I'm still learning some of it myself. But right now is a great time to find deer. In fact, I tend to find that first light is great, and then right after that, when the sun starts coming out and creating the shadows, that's also a really good time because it seems to push all the deer into the shade. So I actually like it about 8, 9 o'clock when the sun is out quite a bit because two things are happening. The deer are moving from the sun into the shade, and then also it's time for them to bed anyways, so you're gonna catch more movement. So that's like the prime time for me. I typically you won't see much, and then about that time it'll really start to get active and it'll start to pick up. So I'm not sure what time it is right now, probably 7:30. So we're still a little bit early, but let me give you a quick peek. You can see what's behind us there. And then that's where we're looking. So you can see this line of shade right here. That line. So that line of shade, right there. I'm gonna check up here in these pockets of shade up there. And then also down below this right now, and especially that face right over there. This is way harder than it looks. Right over there. So those are the areas that I'm going to focus on right now. I think they won't quite be bedded yet, so just it's always hard when you're not seeing a lot. You forget what size they are, so it's hard to spot them again. So it's always good when you see one to use it as a gauge on what to look for the next one. So, all right, well, stay tuned. Hopefully you got more tips, more footage. Here's the update. We came up to this point that we're on right now, and you can see all the country that we're glassing. We saw probably as many hunters as we did deer, and we didn't see that many deer, probably 6, 7, and most of what we could see looked like does. This morning maybe caught a glimpse of something, but they moved up to the top, and that's where the hunters were. So we are going to go the opposite direction to this peak right here. We're going to go up over that. So it was pretty nasty even just getting to this point. Not very long, not very far off the road, but steep and very, very thick. So there's Rhett. First Coues deer hunt. So we're going to get him a buck. And it's funny, I haven't seen anything, but I think that farther we go that way, the less access there is with roads. So I think it's going to get better and better. I'm tired of sitting here and only seeing a couple of does. So that's the update. It's probably about 9:30 right now. So I'll let you know what we find. Alright, as you can probably tell, it is super windy, and this is me being tucked behind all this shade. We sat down there, and it was blowing like 30, 40 miles an hour. Not good for Coues hunting. So we moved. It's 10:30 right now. Let me show you a clip of everything that we can see. In here. It was a good hour hike, at least from the truck. We're thinking that we are going to maybe get our stuff and try to camp up here, just kind of back in a little bit, because there's way too many people coming from back over here where the road is, so we can see a lot more country. Alright, let's see what we can find. I was just sitting here and it dawned on me why we're not seeing any more deer. It's because I forgot to eat the beef jerky. You have to eat your last kill, and then it will encourage the new deer to come out, so then it can take its place. It's basic, right? Alright, so we're hunkered down out of the wind. You can see the peaks right up here. And it was so windy up there. I want to sit up there and glass that direction because the wind's blowing this way, but it shakes my tripod and binos so bad that I can't see anything very well. So we got this other side glassing. There's red. You can just see such awesome country, but it's just, I think it's getting a lot of pressure right now. We saw some hunters. I'll show you where they went. So this morning we were sitting on the other side of this little grassy knob down at the bottom, and we were glassing up, and we saw 2 hunters walk up this face right there, and so I'm assuming they're somewhere in that saddle area. So we decided to go the other way, come back towards where I'm sitting, but the problem is that behind us it's so windy that we can't glass that direction, so we're just making do. So far, probably seen, how many, Rhett? Over 10, right? Over 10 deer. Glassed up a couple this morning. Things were really calm, and then we started seeing people coming in, and we stopped seeing deer. And then we got up to move right behind where we were glassing, just in the close stuff. You know, I have 15 power binoculars, so I couldn't even really glass that very well. As we were walking, went 20 yards from where we were glassing and started blowing out a lot of does. So it could have been a buck in there, but we didn't see any antlers as they were running away. There was a lot, and it was more than one group. So probably eight or so that we blew out of there. And we came up on the highest peak on this side of our side of the canyon, and you can see a lot. You can almost see 360, and there's all kinds of different stuff. It's just that the wind is taking away everything on that side of the mountain right now because it's just too bad. But we came all the way up, and there's no roads back over here that I saw. But for some reason, I did see that maybe there are a couple of roads way far away, because there must have been, because I saw the shine of a truck way off in the distance. And then I saw people hiking towards us, but we're in a better spot than they are right now. So we're probably about 1.5 miles from the truck. But it was a hard 1.5 miles. Very steep, went almost straight up, and it was very, very thick and nasty. A lot of cat claw. So we'll just keep glassing. We did those other hunters a lot of times when people are just moving, and they'll bump a lot of deer, and sure enough, I watched them for a little bit, and they bumped a couple that I didn't know were there. So they're here. They're just hunkered down right now, making it really hard to spot them. So take our time. Got my little shelter someone built here. Yeah, and then take a nap here in a minute. It's currently 2 o'clock, and the day is going about as good as it looks right now. Just not seeing much. Still seeing does all day long, but no bucks. Got some people. There's a shot across the canyon where we saw some of those hunters go. And ever since then, they've been talking loud. So we can hear them clear across the canyon. Good news is, on the other side, over here, we found a water tank, and so it looks like it's pretty secluded. So we might sit above it and just watch, see what comes in. Probably try another spot tomorrow morning. Guy's a little buck. Red says he's gonna pass. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Let that guy grow. Alright, it is 2:55, and about 10 minutes ago, bam, everything came to life. We have found 2 bucks in different areas, both little. One little fawn that has 2 little button antlers. It's only at 430 yards. I tried talking Red into taking a shot, but he's ready to pass. I don't blame him. So we got another buck like 1,200 yards away that we only got a quick look at, and he went behind some trees. And he didn't look that big either, but we're waiting to see if he comes back out. I got another deer right now I'm watching with my naked eye. Okay, I'm gonna have to flip you around and show you. This is that deer I was talking about. Man, we are seeing does everywhere now. So maybe a couple more minutes and the bucks will get up. About 3 o'clock, it's doing pretty good. What is this? I can't tell what I'm looking at. You see something dead? No. Did you just hear something right here? Okay. Anyways, it looks like it's animals. I don't even know what these are. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not animals. Maybe it's just a bush. Well, it's official. Red decided to pass. All right. Okay. Red passed on the button buck. We got another one that could be a 3x3. It is stepped behind some trees. It's been back there for 30 minutes. So we're just seeing deer everywhere. So we're just looking for more, and we'll keep checking back on that guy. If he comes back out, great. If not, we'll find something else. But this spot is way better than we thought. It's just all the wind and, the bad timing with being down low. We moved up and we're seeing a lot more, and there's not very much pressure that I can tell in the bowl that we're in. So most of these shots are longest 700 yards, closest like 300 or maybe 200. So we're in a spot for the evening where we can get a shot right from where we're glassing. We just gotta keep looking. in the comments if you think Rhett should have passed on that buck or if he should have shot it at about like 250. Rhett, what do you have to say? I don't know. It's their first day. Dude, he's a trophy. He's a trophy buck, man.
A trophy. I just want like a frame.
He has a frame. It just looks like this. Just little. I mean, that's a trophy spike if I ever saw one. I feel so bad because I don't want to shoot that thing. I wouldn't want to shoot it, but I'm trying to talk him into shooting it. The whole mountain is moving. There's that one. There's that one. And there's one more over there. Gosh. I'll put it right there. There's the best. See the little white tips on his head. See that little pokey? There's like something fall on his head that's like this. It's about the size of like 2 of my. It's like that big. I can clearly see it right there. Yeah, you can see him right there. 2 spikes. There's a bunch of females. Alright, so for the last hour, it has been non-stop action. So as soon as 3 o'clock rolled around, we haven't gone 5 minutes without seeing more deer, and all of them have been does, pretty much. Got that little footage of that tiny little buck. So he's only there because he's so small. He's just still hanging out with mom. So there's a ton of does right here. I did see, like, we came in pretty far to the point, like, I wish we would have brought camp because I don't want to have to hike back. Just stay out here tonight. But the problem is that this spot where we're sitting is on top of a bald knob, and there's some rock features that people have stacked up. Let me show you. There's one. I don't know. You can't really see it. But anyways, there's some rock features that people have stacked up, and yeah, and one of them made a pretty good seat, so I went and sat on it, and there was pistachio shells all over the ground. So someone else had the same idea to kind of back in here a little bit, and they sat on that same knob, and then so I thought maybe we go farther, but when I looked in farther, it looked like there's a quad trail that comes out of some private, and I saw 2 hunters over there. So the only other option is we could go up, like there's another level up above us, which we were already pretty high, but the other side of the canyon goes up even higher, but that's where all the hunters went this morning. They all hiked up there like at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I don't want to go fight the pressure. So there's going to be a buck in this canyon, I can tell. There's got to be. It's too much country to not have a buck. And we got a lot of does. We're finding tons of deer, so they're moving. Let's keep looking. Seriously, make sure you comment. You gotta let Red know if he should have shot that deer. The answer is no, he should not have shot that deer. But his brother is trying to pressure him into shooting that deer. Because I just want to get one on the first day. Alright, we probably got about 45 more minutes of light. It's going good. Just haven't found any more bucks, but we just found so many does. So we might give it one more shot in the morning. My phone's only at 3%, so hopefully I'm just going to go ahead and not record anymore unless we get a shot. So if you see us back at camp, then it's going to have to happen tomorrow. phone died. Got the bug. Okay, he's still. What? Oh yeah, he's right below that. See his head moving at all?
It's so hard to see through the scope.
Slowly. I bumped me. No. Yes. Reload. Yep. Reload. You got him. I bumped my thing. He's staggering. He's down. He did a backflip.
Really?
Yep. Killed him.
Let's go.
Dude, he just did a backflip.
God.
Oh my gosh. He just did a backflip, bro.
I have a headache. I cannot believe I hit it.
Dude. Last light.
Oh my gosh.
400 yards, one shot. Dead buck right down there. I set up my camera on the phone scope and it flipping died at the last second. We hit record and it was watching and then it died. Dude, you smoked him. Yeah. Buck down. All right. Video after the success. Rhett, the buck slayer, and you can see it is almost pitch black. We are so flipping far in here, and it is like straight down and straight back up that other side. And my headlamp's a little dim, but we decided to go for it. So if this is our last will and testament, we died well. Let's go for it, man. All right, well, we'll hopefully update you once we find it. The buck, we shot it, and I bumped because when it kind of jerked when it shot. When I got back to it, I could see him staggering. He started falling. He backflipped and just rolled into the trees. It never came out. So we're going to go down there and look now. All right, stay tuned.